Your thoughts on this afternoon then, Neil?
2 points dropped, definitely. You know, needed to win our remaining home games. And that needed to start today, obviously with a 10-day break from the Broxton game. And obviously dropped 2 points. I don't know how results have gone, you know, in other areas and other games. But in terms of the game, played well first half, really well. You know, thought we kept the ball well, possession was good, some great phases of play, scored a good goal, had a couple of other good goal scoring opportunities there. Keeper made a worldie off Kopi's header. Comfortable, more than comfortable. Again, they came and parked the bus first half. Most teams are doing now. They come in here and, you know, putting 10 men behind the ball. In second half, we just haven't played as well as we have first half. You know, we haven't moved the ball quickly enough. We haven't, in my opinion, played forward quickly enough into dangerous areas to try and get that second game and kill the second goal and kill the game. And invited pressure. You know, they changed their shape and went two up top, and the big lad that came on, Langham, caused us a few problems, and we just retreated a little bit. And although they haven't had any goal scoring opportunities, you know, real soft goal. 93 minutes on the clock.
I think that was the thing. I mean, first half it was so dominant that it was a case of, I think the second goal probably would have killed the game off. The longer that second half went on, I mean, we were starting to get edgy in the press box. You could just, although they weren't creating chances, you felt if one chance comes, it just felt as though it could be one of those days.
Yeah, but they never really had. They didn't have a chance. Adam had to make a save.
No.
So, you know, almost a game of 2 hours. We had all the ball first half, and, you know, had some decent phases of play second half, but again, tempo and the willingness to go on and get that second goal to kill the game, I don't think was there second half at all. I thought we were poor second half in terms of going forward and trying to kill the game off. And what happens is then, don't matter who you're playing, you invite pressure, and it gives them a bit of a lift, and it gave Loughborough a bit of a lift, and they, you know, like I say, they changed their shape because they smelt a little bit of blood and thought, well, we might nick a goal here and get a point, and so they did. And they deserved their point in the end because they kept putting the ball into our box. Having said that, again, Adam hasn't had to have a save to make. But it just, you know, I'm thinking through the game now, and it's a soft goal. You know, keeper's got to do better. Communication's got to be better. Can we clear it before it even gets anywhere near Adam? You know, and can we stop the cross? Can it be held up front before it gets into the left-hand side channel? You know, 2 or 3 things that were wrong about it, and you know, we're asking the lads to concentrate and have better quality in the final third to win us games, but also got to have, you know, concentration levels for 94, 95 minutes to make sure you don't concede.
The interesting one, we've been saying all along that we need to win the home games.
Yeah.
Now got 3 going to be tough away games to come.
Yeah.
The league leaders, as they now are, Newcastle, because Sutton lost today.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's going to be a huge game now next Saturday.
But they're all huge, you know, and this was a huge game today. Every game's massive until the end of the season, you know, and we keep chipping away. You know, 2 points dropped. This time next Saturday it might be a point gained, you know, if we go and get 3 at Newcastle, so it won't be a bad week. So, you know, I'm not going to be too down on it because we've got off 52 onto 53, so we're chipping away. But, you know, no 2 ways about it. I'm disappointed tonight because I expected us to get 3 here. And next Saturday is massive. You know, Newcastle's a local derby. They're top of the league, and, you know, we want to go there and get something. But it'll be tough. This week's been tough, Gary. You know, we've got players playing today with knocks for one. You know, we're a little bit depleted. You know, my options from the bench were limited, so to speak. And, you know, it's as you know from the week, we picked up a couple of injuries in Sam Smith and Nick Wellicombe. Not that that's an excuse today. You know, we had more than enough to win the football match, but we've had a difficult week, and there's a lot of stuff going on outside the football club that I'm not happy with regards, you know, trying to destabilise what we're doing at the football club, and it's been a difficult week. Obviously, we picked up the knocks to Wellers and Sam. Ryan Winter, you know, we know he's long term. Jazz coming back was a big plus point, but it's hurt us as a squad of players. There's a lot of stuff, like I say, going on off the field, away from the club, and other areas and other clubs trying to destabilise what we're doing, which has hurt us a little bit. And, you know, that's no excuse. We should still be getting 3 points at home, but we need to batten down the hatches a little bit and have more of a siege mentality to try and get us through these games.
And what's the situation with Nick and Sam? They're problematic and they'll be out for a while.
Well, Sam's an injury that he's sustained at work. He's dropped a steel girder on his foot, and so he's got don't think it's a broken toe, but a swollen toe and infected, so he's on antibiotics. And he never trained Tuesday or Thursday, so he was always going to be missing today. Hopefully not long term. I would hope, you know, outside chance for Saturday he'll be available if he trains in the week. Nick Wellicombe pulled his groin literally 5 minutes before the end of the session on Thursday. You know, it's a massive blow for us. You know, Saturday we just have to wait and see. You know, it's not a bad pull, but it's a pull that stopped him playing today. You know, and I didn't want to risk him and put him on the bench, and you know, with a view to using him for 10 or 15 minutes and losing him for 2 or 3 weeks down the line. So 10 days rest, or weeks rest, sorry. Might see him be involved next week at Newcastle. I just don't know. We'll have to reassess where we're at for Tuesday, but we're a little bit depleted. Obviously, Woody's come off with a groin. Got 1 or 2 others carrying knocks, and you know, it's batten down the hatches time. You know, and we need to pull together. Picked up a point. You know, like I say, I think we've dropped 2, but we've picked up a point. Try and keep the positive vibe going within the squad and, you know, within the club, and see if we can get up to Newcastle and get something.
And have you got a chance of bringing anyone in at the minute to at least try and, you know, strengthen the squad a little?
Well,
all these injuries?
yeah. I mean, I've got 7-day approaching for a player that I would hope we could sort by Tuesday. That will obviously strengthen us, and with what's happened today, and you know, and reassessing where we're at with Nick and with Sam, you know, we might have to dip in again between now and the weekend, perhaps loan-wise, you know, either from a pro club or up the pyramid, and see whether we can pinch somebody for a month or so, just to make sure we've got all areas covered. It's a difficult one, you know. We're half hour after the game. We've got to reassess how bad Woody's knock is, and you know, come Tuesday, see how far away Nick and obviously Sam are. So we'll see. We've got to be a little bit careful because finances dictate as well. You know, you can't just bring someone in willy-nilly for a month and then Sam's fit and Welles is fit, and then we've got to pay a player that's on loan for a month. So it's a juggling act. We want to make sure that we've got the right personnel going into these 3 away games, but also got to have one eye on finances.
As it always has been. Well, I'm sure we can bounce back at Newcastle, and it couldn't be a better game in effect to go to. It's a local derby. Yeah. They're flying. They'll be expecting to win. It'd be nice to actually go in as the underdogs for a challenge and perhaps upset them. Yeah, well, we need to bounce back. Obviously, a disappointing second half. We go up there and have a right good go. We've got to come away with something at Newcastle. It'd be great to get 3 if we can go and get something that'd be good. But great to get 3. Be tough, local derby. I'd imagine we'll take a couple of 100 up there watching it, and you know, we perform well against the big boys, haven't we? And the leaders and the teams that people don't expect us to get points against. We've done well against. So, you know, dust ourselves down, as they say, and we'll have a bit of a roll call on Tuesday, see who's fit, who isn't fit, whether we need to do anything business-wise, and go up there and have a right crack. There's going to be twists and turns, like I say. I haven't seen any results today. I don't know. Spalding lost at home to Tividale, Leek have drawn, Sutton have lost, Newcastle won, Michelova won, with Gary Ricketts making his debut for them, scoring 2. So it's 2 drops, but back in the playoffs.
But the point keeps us in the mix, kind of thing. You know, so you have cheered me up a little bit. I've got to be honest.
Well, that's a rarity for me.
So it is 2. So you've cheered me up. Perhaps 10 minutes I'll be a little bit more disappointed that we've dropped 2. But we just keep chipping away. I keep saying to you, there'll be loads of different permutations. Like you say, Spalding have lost at home to Tividale today. Right, okay. You know, and everybody will look at the results and go, "How Stafford dropped 2 points to Loughborough." So there's lots of twists and turns, and you know, I've looked at some of the fixtures the next few weeks coming up, and there's all these top 4, top 5, top 6.
Spalding had a player sent off, Sutton had a player sent off, so you know, they've got suspensions coming as well. So you just can't tell, can you? Yeah,
we can't keep relying on other teams. So you know, we've got to take advantage of our strengths, and a strength today was we're playing at home with 500 people watching. You know, we should be getting 3 points against Loughborough. No disrespect, but you know, we've got to play for longer than 45 minutes. You know, we played for 45 today, got ourselves ahead in the game, and haven't done enough to see us over the line. And we'll need to improve on that against Newcastle, because you know, we'll need to play right to the death there to get something out of the game. 45 minutes won't be enough. So that's something we'll talk about and work on perhaps in the week. But we need to be far better than we were second half today.
Cheers, mate. See you.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.